Hi guys, it's Omega. I just wanted to come on quickly for a little while just to um, just talk and then share some things with you guys. Um, I know that we're in a very strange time right now with being quarantined or either isolated, self-isolation and that type of thing in order to protect ourselves or our families and loved ones against this COVID 19 virus. And it's such a strange time. And I know that none of us had ever dreamt, even a few weeks ago, that we would see this happening here in the United States or anywhere in the world. So, yeah, it's really a strange time. But first of all, I did want to say this. I am in constant prayer for everyone, not only those who have not caught the virus yet. I'm praying that you're protected from it, but also praying for those that are still trying to recover from having gotten the virus. I know there's many in our nation and around the world who have, and I just pray that they recover and be able to return to their family and loved ones. And I especially pray for the first responders, the medical community, nurses, doctors, technicians, all of those that are exposed, but yet they go forward to serve. I highly respect what they're doing. I even have family members that are in the medical community, and I just pray constantly that they're safe. So I pray for you all, the nation, the world, my neighbors, my coworkers, everyone that is affected. We're all affected in some way. So I'm in constant prayer that we will recover, we will rebound from this and go forward. So I just wanted to say that I know that it's a hard time and it's a very strange and difficult time right now, but I pray that everyone is provided for, that you get the things that you need. And if any way I can help, I pray that I can give some assistance in this time. I did do a few of the masks when Joanne Fabrics, or Joann's, when they called for, sewers to make some of the masks. I did that last weekend, so that's how I spent last weekend. I made a few, and then a friend of mine made a couple, and so I was able to give those back, and I just pray, and I prayed over them even, that what protection is lacking in them, that God will make up the difference. I just believe that He can go beyond what we can, in this necessary time, a time when it's necessary to help each other. So I just wanted to come on and say that, and pray that you all are doing well. So one of the things I did, or that I'm doing while I'm here, secluded, and it's a good time to get in your sewing room. So I decided to get in my sewing room and kind of do some housekeeping. And so one of the things I did, I kind of, I kind of screwed up my flow a little bit, in that I was trying to do something to make it a little easier for me to do some work in here. And actually, it kind of delayed my progress, and I'll share that with you here in a minute. But one of the things I'm doing right now, I normally, when I buy fabric, I will normally serge the edges and then pre-wash it. But so many times I don't do that. So I have a lot of fabric that has been pre-washed, and I have a lot of fabric that has not. But one of the reasons I actually serge the edges is so that when I'm looking at it, I'll know that it has indeed been pre-washed. So what I'm doing today, I have some fabric that I pre-washed just the other day, and what I'm doing is I'm going around the edge and serging. So that just confirms to me that I have indeed pre-washed that fabric. So I have a little stack here, and I'm just going to serge the edges, not that it's necessary, but it gives me the cue that I have pre-washed that fabric, because I hate when I go to pick up a piece to do something and I don't know if I've washed it or not. So I'm doing that today. That's one of the things that I'm doing. But I'm going to show you something I did. I think I shared with you guys that when I moved in here, the cutting table that I have, it actually expands and it gets, fairly long for me to cut with. And the movers that moved my stuff from Maryland to here, they had broke one of the casters or the rollers on that table. So when I was in the apartment, I took all the rollers off. So now this table is quite heavy. And I decided I was going to go ahead and get those rollers put back on that table. So I literally tilted the table, laid it down on its side, and I put the rollers back on. But now I can't get the table back up because it's simply too heavy for me to lift it back upright. So I've got this table in my sewing room that's tilted down on the floor, and I can't use it because it's sitting on its side. So I'm going to show you that. And I've got to wait now until I can have someone come over and help me get this table upright again. I tell you, I just, I defeated my own purpose. But I'm going to show you guys this. So this is my cutting table. And this is the top of it. And that's one of the extensions that would let out and open up. And then, of course, there's one on the other side. So I did indeed. And this actually goes across the whole table as my cutting mat. But as you can see, I did get the rollers back on. Well, you can see that one over there in the corner. I did get the casters back on the table, but this table is so heavy, and I cannot lift it. Again, that's the top of the table that extends out, and then there's a bottom leaf underneath that it's laying on that also extends out. I love this table, but this thing is heavy. It is so heavy. So whenever I can get someone over to help me get it back up on its side or on the right side, I had to make it where it would roll because I was trying to slide it out and sliding against the floor. For one, I didn't want to mar my floor, but I didn't want to keep doing that to put pressure on the part that holds the extension out. And anyway, it was just not easy to pull it back and forth without the rollers on it. It wasn't as hard going down on the side as it is lifting it up. So that's where I am. I've got this table in the way. Not that I can't sew, but I have kind of moved everything off the table. Then I have my patterns. Those are my pattern boxes. I had them under the table, and that way they were out of the way. And so now I've kind of, and stuff I had inside the table, it has some storage. Let me show you the side here. It has two drawers on each side. There's a drawer on each side. Then there's a door there that opens up that actually stores stuff. So I had stuff that was in there, and now all of that stuff is out in the room. So here's my sewing room. It's a little bit of a mess now, but I am gonna try to sew around it and just kind of work around it. But this is the stack, this fabric here, and let me show you some pieces that I just recently got. Then I have some fabric stacked over there that I'm just going to serge the edges so I'll know that I did indeed pre-wash it. I'm going to show you this fabric here in just a minute. Let me put the camera back on the tripod and I'll be right back. Okay, I just want to share this fabric that I got. I told you guys about one of my favorite places online to buy fabric is fabricmartfabrics.com. And they had a sale going on, so I got a couple, well, 3 pieces. And this piece, let me show you guys this. So I had ordered this is a like jersey knit, bright orange. And this is a nice color. I like it a lot. But this is actually a substitute. I had originally, instead of this, I had ordered a color called Buttercup. And it was the prettiest yellow. And I could only imagine what it looked like. And yellow is one of my favorite colors. I do like orange as well. But they ran out of that particular one. So I told her just to give me this one instead. So I got this. And I'm going to make a top. And it'll probably be like a drapey cow neck top out of that. And then here's a funny story. I saw these two pieces. Both of these are navy. So this is a really pretty, see how pretty navy blue that is. On camera it's looking a little bit lighter, but it's actually a dark navy. And then this is a navy and white stripe. These two fabrics are the same. It's called neoprene, and I think it's also called scuba fabric. And the funny thing about it is I have had scuba fabric before, but it was lighter weight than this. Well, this fabric, guys, is heavy scuba fabric, and it almost feels like sponge. It is such a weird fabric. And now that I got it, and the funny thing is when you order online, it's a good idea if you kind of know fabric really well. And I thought I knew what I was ordering. I actually like it, but it's a little heavy. I wouldn't wear this in the summer because it probably would feel like a wetsuit on me. But I am thinking about making a jacket. Again, let me show it a little closer so you can see the stripe. But this and this, I intended for it to go together. So I might make some kind of jacket where I'm using the navy and accenting it with the stripe. And I was thinking possibly maybe make a pair of leggings out of one of them and use the other one to kind of accent the other. So it was just funny when I got it. I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is like sponge. It's so weird to feel it. You know how some fabric holds the heat? This would probably be uncomfortable to wear in the summertime. So this will be for later. And we'll see what happens, but I think it'll make a really nice pair of leggings. So I think I'll make the jacket actually out of the blue, trim it with some of the stripe, and make the leggings out of the stripe. And, you know, just kind of have it as a casual runabout. So that's what I bought, just those three pieces. And other than that, I'm going to just kind of get stuff put away and get some edges serged just so I remember that I pre-washed it. And I washed this fabric, and that neoprene washes really, really well. This washed up really well. So I'm glad that I at least got that out of the way. This stuff is ready to go when I'm ready to sew. And I think what I'll end up doing, I might take some of it down when I get ready to sew and cut it out on my island. And then I can bring it back up and get to sewing. So guys, I just wanted to come on and say hi, check and see if you guys are doing okay. I hope and pray that you're doing well. Please stay safe, stay healthy. I pray for your family and loved ones that you all stay healthy and safe. So God bless. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.